Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're live on a Monday for a wee bit of Monday fun, a wee bit of Monday action. And I didn't really know where to start with this one. I was kind of getting set up for the day earlier this morning, and then I realised a few things, and I thought, hold on, let's just put a wee pause on this, and we'll flip the script and we'll kick the week off with a wee live to get us up and going. We've got a lot of stuff to catch up on in general terms, so there'll be plenty of content out on the channel this week. But yeah, always nice to start a Monday off with a bit of a live. So fist bumps to you all. Thanks to everyone that's tuning in. And good to see you all. Hope the weekend was good to you. But I had got to this point. Oh, everyone's kind of blacked out for some reason. But I'd got to this point in my kind of looking ahead to the midweek build. And I thought, oh, do you know, can maybe have a wee bit of fun with some Bundesliga. I need some options. So maybe have a wee bit of fun with that on stream. I've also got a card to craft as well. And we're coming out of a nice weekend where the Celtic Classic stacks, if nothing else at least, is done quite well. I'm on for 2 cards at the moment. I wouldn't mind slipping back to some Essence in the tier 2. The tier 1 I don't mind hanging on to, but yeah, so some nice scores all round. I managed to catch enough of the decisives. I never quite nailed a full Celtic 7 or 5 for that matter. Butez, oh wow, KT's been marked up to a hundo. That's brilliant. Has that made much of a difference? No, a wee bit of cash now maybe on the cards there for that team, but yeah, never really got a 5 together. Sadly, we had some good performances here and there. Unlimited, did we get anything? No KT's unlimited to be kind of saved there. Champ was just kind of whatever, wasn't it? But where is the All-Stars? There we go. So, won't let this down. Yeah, Rio in one team, 2 teams. That wasn't really a Celtic stack, this one right enough. McKeown in this one. Hatate in this one. No McGregor or Engels in this team. Really slowed it down. And in this one, defender Hatate did a bit better. Baniak goalkeeper outscored Schmeichel, but had a McKeown in it. And then they had the Weather Boys at the weekend. Gasarowski, Ueda, and Amiri all went together in one team and helped get 100 essence. It looks like for the giveaways on the channel for the members. Ivan Martin with a wee cheeky 61 with no DA. It's a sight for sore eyes. But yeah, nice wee fun weekend. Nice bit of essence overall. I think, what did I say there? 4,000 essence. That's lovely. 2 mainly rare, but we'll have some limited action for giveaways, which is cool. Maybe a wee bit of cash as well. Hit a streak and whatever else. So yeah, bit of a fun weekend. And in the midweek, I've got all Celtic, but we've got no in-seasons. So trying to nail this 7 is kind of the thing I've tried to go for here. I've got Tierney's in every team. I've got all my Scaleses. I've got an Araujo. I've got a Trusty. I've got 3 Yangs playing, I think. Yeah. 2 Negrens, 2 Maedas, 1 Tuneki. All my McGregors. So there's a McGregor in every team. All my Engels. And then, yeah, Hatate comes in here. And maybe from the bench could be alright in this game anyway. But maybe it makes me feel that there is one McGregor I don't own. Or maybe there's more than one. I should have more than 4 McGregors. I should have like 5 by this point, shouldn't I? So yeah, maybe I'd get that one last McGregor or something. I don't know. But I don't really need that, I suppose. But yeah, so I'm there. And then I was like, oh, okay, Bundesliga in season. Let's have a wee peek at what's going on there. And I'm really happy to roll the Leipzig lads out. But midfield, particularly in season, is dead sketchy. I've only got Brandt and Reader. And according to both Sorare Inside and the German newspapers we like to kind of follow here on the channel, neither one of them are like backable, really. If we look at the Dortmund team here, updated 20 minutes ago. Yeah, Bayern ADM. It looks like they're going to rotate. They played at the weekend. I think this might even be tomorrow night, Tuesday night. So quick turnaround time. I would expect Dortmund to rotate. I don't play the Brandt with certainty, although I can see him coming off the bench and doing okay. Reader likely to play. Again, similar situation, but Augsburg don't really have the flexibility to rotate as much. So we could maybe stick with Reader, but with Gregorish coming back in, if that's the position in the squad that he might look to take, I could, I wouldn't rule it out. Let's have a look at Augsburg again in case there's been a wee update on this website, ligainsider.de. Yeah, I don't want to play Reader with any confidence. So I kind of need a midfielder, and then like Brandt is okay, maybe off the bench. Maybe Reader's okay as a long shot. So maybe Team 2 could still kind of roll with something like that. But yeah, I kind of need a wee in-season mid. The first port of call I came to was Grisha Promo. His auctions are up to 13 now, so I probably need an instant buy that at 17. Oh yes, James Wakefield. That's the next thing we'll be doing kind of on the stream as well. Is I had to register some of my own players into the foundation team just to make sure we got registered in time for the beginning of the season. But we need to actually get Need to actually get your guys in there. So James has got a guy for us. No, I don't think the number helps me too much on site. I think if you James, if you can give me his name. Sounds unbalanced without any yings, of course. I do need some yings to go with my yangs. Yeah, D1872. I was on Axom earlier, and some people had brought that up. I don't really read anything into it. Away for training. If you see him training, normally it's nothing. He played on through the thing. And I don't directly link Welsh to an incident as such, more as a case of we have no depth, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, James Wakefield, let me know what players do we need. So let's have a wee peek at the tactics. We've got like 10 players from you guys already, and I had to throw in some odds and sods to get the numbers up. But yeah, this is where we're sitting right now. We've got a good starting 11. If we could get a taller goalkeeper for our first choice, that would be lovely. And left back is in dire need, and then we're after bench. So anyone that begins with a 70 is going to be useful for really any position you can imagine. We can go to right mid, left mid as well. And we have got CDMs out the hoo-ha. So we could use a cam. A cam would be useful. Otherwise, just more centre backs and centre mids would be nice. Robert Perez, good to see you. Amadou Welly. I hope he's not a welly. Let's go and find him. Make sure he's available for Stone, and if you can make sure his settings aren't like prohibitive, I'll give you a good offer for the guy as always. Is that how you spell it? Check Patrick Vimmer. Now, I'm not a big Patrick Vimmer guy, but beggars and choosers and all that. Do I really want to optimise for the... Oh, sugar, wrong button I clicked on. Do I really want to optimise for the week, the midweek especially? Not overly. I just want someone that complements the build, you know, more than anything. Vimmer, if he gets a D, Wolfsburger. Oh, nice free games, but... Oh. 30 quid. Nice wee 3 games, but St. Pauli Heidenheim Mines. It's a nice wee run of fixtures for Wolfsburg. That could be interesting. It looks like GSP is nailed on to play this midweek. I've got Lionheart, and it looks like my Hoffenheim strikers are in town. So the midfielder, like, I've got decent defence and striker options. Rom is classic. It's just I can't really. Or do I maybe sway from that and maybe put, yeah, who would I be putting in? Really, like Aslani or Toure perhaps, and then go classic mid. I could maybe do that. That would kind of relieve a bit of pressure, wouldn't it? Then I've got Rom loose, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest with you, but that would mean I could play a Baumgartner, a Leimer, a Miri. All quite good level classic mids, I think, given the fixture and the form that they can show in these type. Yeah, maybe Leimer and Amiri are the better options. Oh, big LG nailed on to play. What does big LG go for? Yeah, too much. Too much. Jason Lee. You've scouted promo for ages and go, yeah, I say, I kind of, anyone I'm looking at is kind of like, are they Grisha promo? And it's kind of like, no, this guy's going to play all the time. Box to box. Loves to get around the 10 day AA. And yeah, 17 quid, yeah, I might just buy Grisha. Because then I can keep Romster in. I suppose that team is quite, would you cry it? Leipzig heavy, which I don't mind. Is there a yeah, that's the kind of the flip floppy I have a bit with this. Is there a Leipzig midfielder that I could bring in? I don't think there is. It's like Javerschlager and Seiwald, and they're all kind of injury prone and not really exciting. You know, I need guys that can get involved. You know, wee cheeky goals and assists. And don't get me wrong, each of them I suppose have had their moment in the sun, but I'm not mad for them, as it were. So where is this wee Leipzig in season? There it is there. So we're already at 250 points. We're at 3%, which is beautiful, thanks to the rookie Masanka. I put a wee post out about K Furo. I went and bought him, and this Masanga guy is another one of those youth Champions League players I've seen IRL, which is just fun. I've got a few of them in my collection now, which I say it's just a bit of fun more than anything. Ramsack was another one, but those Leipzig ones are hard to come by. And anyway, Yeah, not really. I do quite like the thought of getting a Benji Henriks, because I think he's coming back into the team. Oh, Jersey Mint Orban, that's quite fun. But yeah, I don't need more defenders, I need mids. And like, oh, a Drago I really like, but 85 and injured. £85 that is. Schlager, 20 quid and about to be injured. Yeah, there's not really anything too exciting in here. So the promo's kind of my fun one. Looking at Hoffenheim, they do have Berger. Berger's a good shout as well. He's in really good form this year. Quite reliable also for appearances and whatnot. Excuse me. Oh, Charlie boy, good to see you. Schlager's price isn't awful. Depends if you want someone specific. Yeah, he is cheap, isn't he? He is cheap, Schlager, and he has like there's 2 games in that L5 that makes you think, you could use him. But this guy's just got the worst tendons ever. And yeah, for about 20 quid, he's no bad, is he? But he can be good, man. Before I do anything, I've got a wee craft to do. We might get a wee bit of trade fodder. We might get a solution to our problems. So a wee bit of La Liga, mainly Chally and All-Star. So let's see what we get. Baumgartner. Yeah, 60 quid though. Okay. We have one La Liga. I think I kind of need to do that. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out at me here. I think I take the La Liga guys just because we've got the essence for it. Sergi Dardar, that's decent. That's decent. I hope he's worth something. We can maybe trade that. Who else was in the mix? Nobody special. That's probably quite good, actually. Who was the Turkey one? Yeah, backup keeper. No, thank you. Portugal. Yeah, they would have been mildly tempting, I guess. But no, that's good. Sergi Dardar. And what's he worth? That might be a straight. That might be a nice, wee, easy peasy. Sergi Dardar. Aye, nice. 15, 20 quid. That's good. Aye, we'll take that. Claim. He can help us. We'll maybe do a wee bit of trading then. Lovely. Let's have a wee peek. What cards do we have as fodder? Matteo, good to see you. Shout out to my boy Burger, XD Rye, love it. Mine's starting to show a bit of turnaround. They've changed their manager a few weeks ago, didn't they? So that's reassuring to hear, I guess. Maybe want to keep an eye on. Mine's trying by cool players, don't they? Yeah, so Maria, he's fodder. El Carouni, what's happening with El Carouni? Is he moving? El Carouni. Anything credible? Or is it just all the Turkish people going nuts? Brown's going to leave as well. If we offload, yeah. Yeah, so these guys still seem kind of half confident. Oh, Enisu now. He is on the move apparently. Yeah, I don't think we know anything. Nothing's really changed on that front, has it? Okay. Anyone else that's like fodder that we can kind of trade? Maybe Bright Ori and B. Maybe wouldn't mind swapping him out for somebody 8 to 10 quid. Could maybe help us. I don't know, in season defenders, it's nice having them lying around, isn't it? I suppose, but I do have Davison and stuff now. And all those Tierneys. Yeah, I probably don't need them anymore. Available. Yeah, I don't think there's many in this short list. I think I've already done some trading and some wheeling and dealing with some piece cards recently. See it limited. Do I have any fodder? Let me know how your weekend went, everyone. How did you get on? I know a lot of you were chasing streaks. Mikey Basson, commiserations. But let me know how you got on yourselves. Souza, yeah, he's available. El Caroni. Was that not a giveaway card? Somebody's not got their card. I need to go and check who that was meant to be. I love doing giveaways, but I hate doing giveaways. If that can make sense. Paquetá, in-season Brazilian card could be alright, but unlimited, yeah, that's not interesting. Yeah, we can maybe add him into the mix. Anyone else? Maybe keep the João Pedro in case for senior gets him cooking. Yeah. I gave it to you to give away. Yeah. I did think that was a new one that came into the mix. And we did it to the live chat, didn't we? So I need to double check when that was. 4 days ago. Maybe in the last Thursday stream. You go and check who won that and why they've not got it. Have we got offers out? Offers sent. Open offers. None. Like Calvin Bassey's gone. It was that day, wasn't it? Oh, I gave that one away. Oh yeah, okay, so okay, fine, whatever. I'll catch up with that. I squeezed out Dutch League 460 with a last minute Drommel clean sheet. That's amazing. Harvey Elliott won't play. Oh yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, he's lying just gathering dust, isn't he? Harvey Elliott, good spot, good shout. Where the hell is he? Clogging up the back of RTG. Harvey Elliott, aye, there he is. Available. Sancho, Zinchenko. Chris Wood has died, man, hasn't he? Okay. Right, so we've got Dardar. Can we go back to promo? I think, yeah, there's no secondary market for Grisha's in season. It's only that primary market. Does any bots hold them? Let's see, let's see. I've got a feeling this isn't gonna. No. No bot food. No bot food. So it's instant buy only, isn't it? Fine. Do we have another option, like the Schlager, for example? Like, could we get? Is he on page somewhere? No. Is there a? Is there a Schlager? Egg's got one. Tren has one. I would feel like an idiot trading for this, but I just know he's going to get injured. Right, so let's check that available list. I should have enough to do this. Tren will do a fair deal if we give him a fair offer, I'm sure. Like Dardar isn't here. But when Dardar shows up, Dardar, Morea, Elliott. Yeah, I think that could work. Is there another midfielder I like? I'm just trying to think. Let's go to the market. Drommel clean sheets and monsters. Yeah, a big AA guy as well when he delivers that. That's beautiful. Smashing over the finishing line. Manzambi. Yeah, I don't think I could quite get to him if he's still priced where I remember him. Oh, look at this guy. 16-year-old. Oh. Watch out for him. Whale Moya. Watch out. Wonder this with Drago. Has he got a bot holding him, maybe? Nah. See if we could have tempted them in with an offer, perhaps, but I like Felix, but a wee bit punchy. Rocco Reitz, Witter Burger. Yeah, Burger Boy's not bad. He's on sets, I think, isn't he? If a bot has Burger Boy, no. Might have been an easy move. There's your Vimmer. Grifo at 30 is no bad, by the way. Yeah, I think I looked at this earlier. El Maya, yeah, 40 quid. It's too much for a team so low down, to be honest with you. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, the kind of cheapy mids are kind of tough in this league, aren't they? Hoffman could be fun if you knew he was going to play and work and stuff like that. Where is Leverkusen? Who are they playing? Hamburg. Interesting. Aliash and Hoffman on the swivel there. Furyk. Furyk's not a bad shout for 26 quid. Jen Bestie. Oofed. 8 quid with a wee. He's not really doing it, but is he? But just for the vibes. Yeah, it's maybe a wee bit of like pure bargain basement fun, but none of them give you any degree of assurances, do they? Nicholas Narte, I wonder if he's related to Noah Narte. I'm sure some of you will know that already. Andrish, Andrish is alright. Is he? Yeah. Andrish is alright. How much was he? I remember when we played. I remember when Celtic played Leverkusen in the Europa League. We worked in the team. It's actually the year for the collection I've got Leverkusen for, and Andrish was like very Andrish. Yeah, the AA is like modest. He does like a goal and stuff, but if he's in a back three, he's maybe a wee bit further away from the edge of the box to be pinging them. He is owned by a bot. That does make him achievable. Nice shout, D1872. That's probably on the maybe list, but I think Schlager. I don't think if a bot has Baumgartner, I might look at it. I like Baumgartner. Nah, no any wiggles in that. So I'm looking at 17 quid for a promo, or I am trading into maybe a Schlager. Oh, hold on. Drago's not that far away. I definitely don't want to be getting involved in a. I wonder if there's any Baku mids from this season. That would be pretty epic. Oh, it does have some mids. 3. They only made 1. Do you think you'd move it? It's going for around the 40 quid mark at the moment. 175 rares. This guy seems to like his Bundesliga, doesn't he? So this season he's after Freiburg. And you just get bits and pieces. Interesting. Ericsson. Harry Trade's good to see you, my man. I think that ship's kind of sailed for me. Yeah, I suppose he's going to play, isn't he? Just got their asses handed to them, didn't they? I suppose they're playing St. Pauli. Should be good for somebody like Ericsson, you'd think, eh? Set pieces and all the rest of it. What about our boy Arnold? Old Faithful. Yeah. Started the season nice, didn't he? Where is Ericsson? Yeah. A lot cheaper, must be said. A lot cheaper. Harry! Oh, what you like, Harry? What you like? You're some boy. What you like? It's not a bad game for him. Nice run of fixtures, by the way. The next 3 could be pretty decent. Silas has moved, yeah. I don't know. Do you know what I'm thinking, Harry? I bet you if I took that card off you, he would rinse. You know, just for the offers flying in already. I'll bet. I'll bet. So, wow, £3 for a fun edition. £5 for a jersey. Fun, fun, fun. Let's have a look at instant buys. I think we've only really looked at the managers market so far. And just interested what differences there might be, really. Bundesliga midfield. Yeah, Manzambi. Wish I got him. Wish I'd been a bit more clinical with Bundesliga buys this year, because it's just they were worked out so well. Yeah, nobody here. I don't think there's really much of a difference on availability, really. I think Grifo is the most appealing one in terms of a smasher who's cheaper, for some reason. Sabitzer's a bit of me, isn't it? Fair enough, Harry. Fair enough. Tom Krause. Wee Jimmy Sands. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think I had this problem when I was getting my couple of guys, which is why I didn't mind Crafton Brandt, because he's just like quite usable. It's not even a direct handcuff for Brandt because the Dortmund Pascal Gross has went to Brighton, so it's made it a bit less congested. But it's like Chukwuemeka, but it might not always be Chukwuemeka. Sometimes it might be Bayer that comes into that spot. It feels like this is going to be Sabitzer and Nemeka just generally, but Job could come in for this game, which is why Sabitzer is probably not a problem solver for me. Neither would Job be. Skull for £7. How the mighty have fallen. I don't know, man. I was hoping something would come to me quite clear, but I don't think there's an obvious, like, oh yeah, that's a move to make. It's a wee bit tricky. Unless I had just a wallet sitting there, like, screw it, just throw £100 at it. But this is like a kind of little budget type thing. I'm then coming back to the thought process of playing a classic mid. So if I did that, Rom would become 3. And this is All Stars. Surely Rom makes one of my teams better. Did I maybe bin a Celtic team and go put Rom in it? And then like, do I have anyone else I've not used? It's like a star. Yeah, I'd have like Amiris and stuff like that. Or I'd have like, yeah, the remainder. McTominay against Parma. Yeah, I think, yeah, okay, I think that's what we'll do. But I want that to be like a D1. Or do we have Champ? Is Champ open? Champ is open. Yeah, so we maybe swing high. Yeah, okay, we'll use Rom, swing high and Champ then. That's what we'll do. Okay, yeah. Kind of figured this out, I think, what we'll do. Amiri at home at Heidenheim feels like the move. Let's look at the Bayern team quickly. I know my boys are doing well. Yeah, I'm going to stick Amiri in. And then fifth man, Toure or Asllani is the shouts, really. Toure, has he been back from AFCON yet? No, this will be his first game back. Played game week 43, this is game week 44 we're lined up for, so yeah, I don't really fancy backing that. I think we could take Asllani with a bit more certainty, although this seemed pretty certain that Toure was going to play. I think we'll just go with Toure. Yes, I don't think he played too much here, did he? Off the bench for 3 games, yeah. Just the jet lag and stuff. Yeah, he'll be alright. Let's go Toure. And then captain, it has to be Amiri, I guess, doesn't it? Awesome. We get a wee bit of multi-club bonus there. We don't get cap, do we? How far are we away from cap? 9. If we swap Toure for Asllani, would that do it? Really bad decision-making process, isn't it? 3 points difference. Nah. Maybe a reader involved or something like that. Or we go from Amiri to... Is there a 49 somewhere? We could go Goretzka. That would do it. Is that worth doing? Nah, I don't think so. Captain Amiri. Awesome. And then we get a champ situation. And then with Rom, it should be, oh yeah, pretty punchy. Now, Mignan, Butez face off against each other. Oh, Jesus. I back Butez, to be honest with you. I think he's the man. And yeah, Romster. And we've got Ta. I think that's the move, isn't it? Yeah, and get a bit of Bayern in here. We've also got McTominay, so we go Bayern and McTominay maybe. So we go Leimer, Goretzka, McSauce. And up front we have Asllani. Oh, nice. Or Kuhn. Asllani's fine by me. And then McSauce. Boom. That's a fun team for D1, isn't it? Bit of a Bayern base. Wee bit of the Leipzig's involved as well. Guess we... Oh, Jesus, how do we not captain McSauce? I think we have to captain McSauce here. That's a fun team. Let me know what you do with the keeper. Let me ask he's in a poll. Start a poll. Jean or Mike? Who would you play as they square off against each other? So then I think I can throw a second Bundes team out there. Or maybe do we go Vasilj against Wolfsburg? Like, that could be a good game for Vasilj, maybe. So Lionheart, they're not too sure about him. GSP is going to play though by all accounts, so let's put him in. And then, yeah, maybe just going to put Brandt in this, just because he'll probably come off the bench. We've got no striker. And then Reader for the same principle. So yeah, no, I do not want to buy another Bundesliga striker. Maybe just put Werner in there and it's just XP farming. Feels like a waste of the Vasilj. Don't really have much more. I don't think they'll do it for champ. We've got another D1 emerging. So it's about getting another D1 promoted maybe. So let's try Vasilj. Who else do we have? Kuto, Jens. Yeah, options go really dry for this second team. Baumgartner Baku works alright for me. And it's only Kuhn up front. And then fifth man. And Kunku's been... In Kunkun. We do have Fujita. We have Sabitzer. Who we... looks... Yeah, Sabitzer looks like he's playing. So yeah, it's just a ropey defence. Let's look at that Dortmund team again. Yeah, Ryerson, Kuto. Kuto was meant to play at the weekend. Didn't. Yeah, I think Kuto's an alright. For the options I've got, I think he's an alright one. And then otherwise, we're maybe looking at... Why is Diego Carlos so far down? Is he... Played 90 minutes, didn't get booked. Weird. JSP against Bayern, trying to avoid that. Maybe just put Lionheart in case he plays. Just throw Jens in because he will play. Yeah, let's throw Jens in. I wonder, was there... Let's go Baumgartner. Was there actually all-star players? I know I've got 4 all-star teams, but... Yeah, it was like the Bayern boys, wasn't it? Let's have a look at All-Star Unlimited for a moment. I've got those 4 teams drafted. I'm not really in the mood to break them up if we don't need to. But yeah, we've got keepers coming out the hoo-ha still for global. The global difference in defence is we get some AFCON guys and some more Celtic guys. Okay, midfield. Yeah, I think we can get one good team in Unlimited with the depth we've got. I don't think we're breaking up that champ stuff to make it happen either, which is fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. So who's our keeper? Well, we've got Schmeichels. We'll just go with Schmeichels. We've got Bain, Mike, and Navas. Yeah, and we've got Tierney, Trusty. And then we've got Ephra. And Kunku's maybe worth a play here because he has been scoring. Yeah. And then we've still got Braga. Yeah, I think I would drop Trusty for the Aguerd. I don't think this is going to go over 2 teams very well. up front, and Dai against Egypt. And Dai's and Maeda are the other forward options. Braga as well. Yeah, maybe putting Dai in here. And then last man a Dyson or a Braga. Yeah, just throw a Dyson in. Captain KT. Yeah, I kind of thought that, Charlie, about swapping the forwards round, but I don't think it's going to. I don't think I gain anything by putting Kuhn into this team. I don't like if he starts. How well does he do? To then get a backup team over here up and running essentially. I get what you mean, but nah, I think I would need to get better quality in to make that realistic. Yeah, so that Hatate. Well, we've got them all covered, I suppose. We expect it to be Engels and McGregor. The only other mid options. Yeah, there is no other mid options. I think Hatate could start. If it's not, it's Nygren. I've got both of them anyway. Nygren and Hatate are in one team together. I'm kind of a bit square with it all. Quite excited for that champ team, by the way, to the first one. Asllani needs to score a goal, but I think otherwise it's got smashers all over it. Most of you guys would go with Mike. Really? That's interesting. Under 23 championship. Yeah, I don't think there's really. I'm kind of. I've got still keepers everywhere, but I don't really have any more outfielders to spread around. A wee D1 giveaway team looks like fun. Right, but yeah, we do have this Dardar. I don't even really need to do anything with that right now, do I? But yeah, let's look at that second Bundesliga team. What would that be missing? Yeah, of course we've used Vasilj now. We would be playing JSP and a shaky Lionheart. Say Brandt. Yeah, we need a striker. I'm not really in the mood for strikering up. And I've got Asllani, Toure. I did have Kramaric as well, but I actually just traded Kramaric away just because I just had too many forwards. I was like, I need to lighten the load here. I can't remember what I brought in for him. I think it was pretty good, mate. It's nice when Celtic win. It's always nice when Celtic win. And yeah, we're getting some nice essence and stuff out the weekend, which is cool. But yeah, Celtic stacks everywhere. 2 D2s and 2 T1s. I wouldn't mind an Tunetke, by the way. I was thinking that, but I kind of missed the boat on bottom floor price. Tunetke. All the change of managers and stuff like that, I was quite hesitant. I wish I got the... 25 is not too bad. I wish I got cheap Scales' bucks. I never got that. Would love a cheap Scales. Yeah, none's even for sale. Back with a hundo. I wonder if any bots are holding. Yeah. 20 watt, love it. Ba 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 ba. Because yeah, I've not got any streaks to chase midweek, but that's also part of the, when I'm looking at the Celtic stuff, I'm kind of like, it doesn't really help me with buying anything for the midweek. Doesn't help me one iota with streaking. So it's maybe a bit more the weekend I should be looking at. So if I dive ahead for a second for the weekend, it's just kind of how my mind works when I'm sitting here building teams and plotting strategies and all that. Oh, we don't even have Challenger at the weekend. No game. Wow. How can there be no game for Challenge at the weekend? Oh, Celtic are playing Auchinleck Talbot, aren't we? And yeah, if nobody else is back yet. Sporting are playing. Yeah, Portugal's on. I guess it's the amount of licensed teams, but isn't it? Turkey. Wow. Will they not open the region because it's just the Turkey 4 and the Benfica, the Portugal 4? Wow, yeah. Mikey's saying what I'm coming to the realisation of here. Yeah, it's only like a couple of teams, so it will not be open. Braga, Porto. Yeah. Oh, that's mince. Oh, that's mince. So yeah, you've got your 4 in Portugal and your 4 in Turkey. 8. Oh, Victoria Guimarães in Portugal gets it to 9. Oh, that's mince, man. James Rodriguez is a free agent now. That's fun. Let's see where he ends up. That's a kick in the teeth, man. So when's the next time we're going to... What about the midweek after that? Oh, it's back to Europe. Okay. And then after that, we're back to... Jesus, man. So there's no challenger for donkeys now. Where am I at? Limited, we're at number 1, so whatever. I don't care about that. But rare... Huh? Oh, I've only got number 1 up and going again. Oh, for God's sake, man. Nice, Stephen. Who do you recommend? If there's anyone interested, I might snap them up. By interested, I mean like they can also fit my collections in my gallery, like somebody I've already got access to through a collection score already. But yeah, any of the channel members that are here, we're still looking to get the MFL squad together. If we just double check when the transfer deadline is, because I might do a wee dedicated one in these schedule. Just before deadline. Oh yeah, we'll definitely do one of these tomorrow. Get this team finished up. Yeah, so donkeys away, man. And we'll have the good and the great. Yeah, that's everyone will be back. All the big boys. And all the hopefuls. But that's not going to be until blooming game week, what? 47? We're coming into 44 now. Jimmy's, man. Jackson Porozzo. That's a new name on me. Josh, we need a left back, but then otherwise we're just after depth. Strikers, left mid, left wing, right wing, whatever you've got. Centre mid, centre backs, right back. You know, we just need depth. But the thing the starting 11 is missing is a best 11 level centre mid. We don't have a cam anywhere in the building. We could use that for rotation. We don't have a left back anywhere in the building. Christian Borja, nice. And super rare, that's a good one. So yeah, that's a wee bit of a kicking the balls, man. So for the weekend, I don't know why I thought I still had the Fenerbahce boys and everything. Did maybe something get postponed or moved or something? Is there no Scottish games this weekend? One. Oh, surely it's open then. '20th. When's the 20th? Tuesday. Oh, for the love of Jimmy's, man. Livingston St Mirren. Absolute home wreckers, man. Thomas Ronnie and I have both. What the positions we need on MFL? Let me know who. We're at the stage where we'll just go and pull them in. Thomas. RT. Yeah. Not raging, but that's a wee swift kick in the balls. What am I going to do with my Fenerbahce stuff and all that this week? I play All-Star with them. Man, this is... Yeah, it's minging. That's minging. It's minging. I don't like it. I don't like it. See, for Challenger, why don't they just change the game week to include that St Mirren game in it? You know what I mean? Just give that a wee flexible deadline. Because that's surely going to be the next... Yeah, Europe is on. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just extend it by 24 hours for challenge. You know, to... Yeah, that's mince, man. I'm not a fan of that. Light arena. Oh, yay. Spend essence to lose essence. Oh, man, that is horrible. One team missing. Yeah, I'm I don't want to say upset, but I'm not happy with that. That's rubbish. Oh, that is rubbish. I was quite looking forward to this as like a wee okay, well then back into... I knew Celtic wouldn't be there, but I'm like, oh, back to Fenerbahce and the Porto guys and all that. Big transfer for Liga MX. Porozo. Let's check the guy out since you're buzzing off him. 25-year-old Ecuadorian. Nice. Was this... So was it... Who's he played against LA Galaxy for? Oh, is he oh, okay, he came in earlier. Got you. Played Leagues Cup or whatever. He looks the part. Centre back as well. I think he is good. None for sale. Right, guessing MFL shouts. Let's get them in. Let's go and get them in. Name. Guido Cornelisa. There we go. Left back. Love that. Then we've got Karsten Meyer. Oh, nice. That'll do. And then Mirko Milic. And RB left back. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I should get us up a wee bit. Sergi Dardar. Yeah, I've been kind of sitting clicking through all this stuff the last couple of days. Just the Fenerbahce keeper, by the way, this Erigabat, he's moved to Samsonspor. I'm not sure if he's going to play, but he's going to be closer to playing there than he is at Fenner. So if he's have got one, watch out for that maybe. Yeah, they signed Guendouzi. Alvarez was a lot cheaper. Lincoln. Yeah. I wonder. I'd quite like Guendouzi. I don't like Guendouzi per se, but I think he will do very well in Turkish football. Did very well in his debut by all accounts. I didn't see it or anything, but he's only had one of these cards go out. Went on auction. I'm surprised there's not been an instant buy attached to it yet, but yeah, wonder why that's not come out. So I'm somewhat interested in that. Dammer Hafner, there we go. I'll take him, no problem, mate. Let's get him into the team. Easy. Jose Abella rare. This guy's OG, isn't he? I think I had this guy super rare at one point. I think I did, by the way. I think I won this guy super rare when he was like injured or something. I was talking about a long time ago. Aye, he's not bad, is he? £4. That's a good shout, mate. Stephen Vinnick, love that. Yeah, I think it was the Honeycomb super rare. Fairly certain I won that. So yeah, promo. Yeah, there's nothing really likely to happen. This guy's meant to be going to the Premier League now. Did you see that? I don't know if Jay's in the chat or Boyson or anything, but apparently he needed surgery. The move was off. Now he's backing out of it. He's away to the Prem. Wouldn't that just be bloody typical, by the way? It would just be so typical. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the post. Right wing. That's not breaking news, is it? Dedic. Yeah, social media is fucking dive, isn't it? Takes all the corners. Nice. 60% of his go Magic Mike over Jean Boutez still. Yeah, so I'm a wee bit of a lost spot. What to do then? I said no tournaments open midweek or weekend is actually really deflating. Really deflating. I'll have a wee nosy into this Europa League midweek. See who's playing who. Oh, Fenerbahce, Aston Villa, Salzburg, Basel, Utrecht, Genk, Celtic, Bologna. Oh, this is not going to be an easy team to build, is it? Skriniar at home to Villa. Oh, you know John Duran's going to score in that one, don't you? McKenna playing Stoya Bucharest. That may be alright. It's a wee sneaky one. Celtic could do alright. Asensio, former club as well. I might have one good team in this. No relegation to worry about. I don't know, mate. It's hard to say because some of the reports, Charlie's saying, do we think Celtic pulled the plug because of the backlash? There's Stephen Welsh in training today. Do I have any more training pictures is what I'm wondering. People were asking me about Trusty's injury. I wonder if their YouTube channel has any sort of training thing on it. Let's even check that post out, see if there's a... Nah, no training pictures. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I was on there now. Celtic. Yeah. It's not impossible, Charlie. Not impossible. I think if it was that good, where the Prem were after him or something like that, you would think they would have just got the deal over the line regardless of fan backlash. They should know better in that regard, if that's how confident they are on the guy. I think we've got that other one. Yeah, we do. Half an hour's in. Cool. So let's see how many players do we have? 20. And then how many of them were my rubbish? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moser, the backup keeper. Yeah, he's in our backup keeper. We'll go live and we'll do a bit of an MFL session tomorrow, probably. A bit more concentrated effort. But good to get some pieces in there. Oh. Oh, but yeah, I'm a wee bit lost now with what to think, what to feel, where to go, what to do. We'll have some essence and some cash coming away, but midweek, yeah, I guess it kind of takes care of itself eventually, doesn't it? Yeah, basically. Yeah, I can't think of anything sensible and reasonable and overdue that I should be tapping into here. Santiago Simon, yeah, he's been around for a bit. Marcelo Flores, that's a new name on me, but it's maybe one of those guys that's been around and just fades into the background ever so slightly. The late arena thing, like, just negs me out. Like, I really just don't like the thought of. I can't believe that still, man. That is pretty minging. $250,000 out. What about this championship? Do we maybe take a swing at that? So we'd have 4 attempts. And we're not going to get back to game week 47. So I could maybe take a swing at all this. What does the top of the leaderboard look like at the moment? McBride's top of this actually, isn't he? Maybe that's why it's in the back of my head. Where's the tab where you see it? Normally there's a reward pool thing where you see it. Oh, there we go. McBride's top. Well done. On 1300. Nice. Where's the good stuff? Is it top 5? Yeah, top 5 is the business. Do you know, I might go for that. I might go for that with my pieces. Seriously, screw All-Star, like, with them, honestly. So does that mean I want to put a championship team in this game week? Is now what I'm beginning to think to myself. We have a Schmeichel. We still have a Trusty, which could be pretty sweet. In midfield, Tate's a bit sketchy. Rooney. We've still got Maeda's, don't we? Yeah, we've got Maeda's coming out the hoo-ha. And even a Braga, for that matter. Yeah, I can maybe. I've probably got an Atati lying around. Yeah, I could probably just put an Atati in here. And then 5th man. Like another Celtic player would be cool, but I'm not sure there's a Easy take there. So maybe just throw the Braga in. Yeah, I don't mind throwing the Braga into this. Against St Mirren, we just need to be decisive from him. They're at home. Yeah, just throw Braga in. There we go. Captain dies in the pray for decisives. So let's look at the market. Manager sales. Rare. And let's just do Celtic. I'm just curious to see what classics are looking at. Price wise and such. Engels isn't poorly priced, is he? The Gren's quite appealing to get multiples. Just don't know if he's going to be playing and such. Yeah, another McGregor isn't out of the question. If that's what his price point is currently. So where's McGregor? There's McGregor. Yeah, this one here. I don't have one of them. That would be fun. Sorare Josh open to trades. Let's see. Open to trades, Joshy. I'll probably give all of this for McGregor. Doubt he's going to accept that. I'll maybe get a few quid there, but I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Let's try that. It's the only McGregor I've no got. If he does it. Won't be bored if he doesn't. Was there somebody else? No, I've already got Yangs. I actually get 3 Yangs, don't I? 3 Yangs full. Another scales would have been nice when he was cheap. I think I've missed that, but the way things are going, yeah, another Engels or even Nygren wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it's so stupid trading an in season for a classic. Can't believe KT in season is still only 50 quid compared to the prices you see of some cards. He's going to smash. Is this Dardar still not appeared in my account or something? Well, why is he not in that available list yet? Oh, it wasn't added to it, that's fine. Dope. Let's see, market. In season, or mid in general in that region has been a bit of a sticky wicket for me. In season rare. Mid. Chile. Remove the Danes. Austria. Syria. Oh, Jesus, who's this guy? Mucci. He is absolutely slaying it, man. Where the hell did that come from? Wow. Oh, Guilherme, I quite like the move, but oh yeah, he went to Sporting. I actually quite like that move. I meant to check with Sporting people, but if they fancy him to play. Zubkov, nice L3 there. Look at the price of Fadinger, that's brilliant. Chuck Buani's moved to Rangers now. Silky Ilky, I like the look of also. Yeah, fair enough, Josh. Fair enough. Do you like the thought of this Guilherme guy going to Sporting? Price point, but I'm not that mad for it. And I think, yeah, there's some other guys that are not too dissimilar. Yeah, like Silky Ilky. Wouldn't you mind? Yeah, wouldn't you mind trading into that? Silky Ilky available. He's probably going to say no, but let's give this a shot. You never know. I wouldn't mind that. I'm raging. Missed Challenge Streak 5 last week in Eredivisie. Oh, gutted, mate. Gutted. Mason. I've been good, mate. Thank you for asking. Gutted for you, man. However, I was right about the Chermiti double. Oh, did Chermiti do good for you this weekend, mate? I don't even... Who were you playing again? Aberdeen, of course. 2-0. Chermiti double. Oh, against Celtic. Is that been that long since I've seen you? Can't be that long, is it? You've been celebrating ever since? I was also looking at Gabriel Sara. Yeah, the Guendouzi's probably the one I should get for that spot, but he's not getting any cards. Gundo's quite fun. Not been in the chat since some victory lap you were away doing, enjoying the win there, Mason. Yeah. I don't think there's much that's certainty this game week, or just in the market in general. Yeah, so that Hatate mid is only kind of minor. Do you maybe take Baumgartner? Or Alvarez? Fabregas was giving it big licks about Kakere, even though he's not been starting him. Yeah, do you know, I think I would put Baumgartner in this. Just to buff it up. that champion one. Yeah, I don't think that's a big loss. This team's kind of iffy at best anyway. And then I'm looking at Joe Chima Fujita or just throw Brandt in. Yeah, let's go throw Brandt in for the XP farm. Captain Sabi. Yeah, Skov Olsen is a wild move, Mason. I can't believe you're gonna get him. Like, Skov Olsen was one of the biggest wonder kids in Belgian football for a couple of years, right up there with CDK and a few other guys that kind of propped out in those wide forward areas. And Wolfsburg beat a lot of teams off to get, excuse the language, to get him. And it was a chunky fee. And yeah, he's not quite translated to Bundesliga, but it's the same as when Jesper Karlsson went to Aberdeen. It's like, where the hell are Celtic in the picture for this, man? Absolutely nowhere. I think it'll be a great signing for you. I thought Mikey Moore. There's been a few guys Rangers have signed over the years where I thought, they're going to do great, and it's maybe not quite worked out that way. Like Danilo was one actually. Danilo was very good at Feyenoord, or was it Ajax? I forget which one. I thought that was going to be a really good signing. Yeah, he's been injured and stuff, but Raskin I wasn't sure about. Cifuentes I thought was going to be brilliant. He was amazing in MLS. He's just fallen off the face of the earth since those times at LAFC. So anyway, like Scoville, I think he very firmly falls into the Czerny category of like he's going to be too good for the league, and you'll see that. Again, both players are ones I wish Celtic had got involved in. But yeah, that's like Aberdeen getting Carlson. They've did deals with Bologna before with Lewis Ferguson, and then you guys did the deal with Czerny at Wolfsburg, going back to Wolfsburg again. Like Celtic don't have any connections. Honestly, it's crazy how inept we are. Did we send an offer for something? I think we did, didn't we? Silky okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if this came through. We've got a wee classic Sane, it maybe makes. And we've got Davis and Sanchez. Yeah, there's a wee kind of gala spine there then, isn't there? Got a feeling he's not going to accept it anyway. Oh, do you know what do you know what I might do? Do you know what I might try and do? Is how about we test out a Santonio bid. On the available list and see what he would offer us, just to kind of get a feel for what the bots are taking and whatnot. Don't make that mistake. Click on the Dembele card every time and trade. Let's see what he comes back with. This scouting, like the winger from RB in Brazil, that's an agent. So he's got the same agent as Sorare. Everything is dictated by who Celtic's got phone numbers for, like what agents we know and what ones will actually talk to us and stuff like that. Because I think we piss people off with being so tight-fisted and so backward thinking. After evening, Shagger. Not quite sure if it's afternoon or evening. Yeah, I'm with you there too, buddy. Yeah, it's going to be some. I keep saying it, honestly. The split this year is going to be one for the history books. Like this is going to be the craziest. The split. See when they redesigned the league to look the way it does now. This was the type of situation they were praying for TV wise, that you would go into the split and like. Not just Celtic and Rangers, every game matters, but could there be another team in the mix that could get between the two and just make it even more spicy? So I don't think that's going to change. I think that's like the last 6 games are going to be absolute box office, no matter how the cookie crumbles up when it's all said and done. It's not going to be done all the way to the end. Nobody's going to fall away and be cut away. I think Hearts, Rangers and Celtic will be all the way to the end. I've seen seasons like this before. I'm old enough to remember helicopters and everything else. And yeah, I just, unless we are as bad in the windows I fear that we're going to be, maybe we get cut adrift. But I don't think Hearts or Rangers. Well, maybe Rangers. I don't know. Europe depends what happens. Well, I suppose yeah, it depends what happens for Celtic more than anything. Rangers are not going to qualify. And yada yadas. Santonio. So I did that for the championship that week, and then at the weekend we have no challenger. Ederson away at Alanyaspor. Trubin against Rio Ave. Who else do we have? Plenty of our guys in general, but just thinking about the region. Oh, I've got 2 Edersons. I keep forgetting about that. Oh yeah, I think we just put a Fenner stack into this one, don't we? Or something. Yeah, I'm. Yeah. Probably going to have a wee shot at this since there's no bloody region for 3 weeks. See how we get going. And then after game week 47, yeah, we should have one more midweek. Oh, João Cancelo to Barca, by the way, that might be happening as well. I've got one, which is nice for me. Hopefully goes back to being the best defender in the game. That would be lovely. 30 quid, not a bad punt to take, by the way. Not a bad. If you play champ, especially if you play champ, this is not a bad 35 quid to punt for me. It's a shame he's just never had Man City cards. Now sat on 4 rare Hearts defenders all injured. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Milne's the latest one, isn't he? Quick question about Welsh recall. I'm a Motherwell fan, yet I haven't seen any mention of the fact he got subbed at the weekend with what looked like a hamstring injury. Just to let you know. Is that Welsh? He was pictured at training today. Celtic retweeted the Motherwell post about Welsh going back with a picture of Welsh in training this morning. So I think it's fine. But good notice, Andrew. Thanks for the share. Need to play Fenner cards somewhere. Keep the XP. Yeah, definitely need the XP churning. For sure. Got some XP sitting here anyway. I don't think I've spent it. Maybe 500 unlimited. Yeah, look at too much. Bit rare. Sent an offer. Doesn't even want the Sergi Dardar. It's not a bad offer, really, to be honest with you. He's kind of saying I'll buy the Ori and B off you and take Paqueta and Harvey Elliott for nothing. Which I don't really mind that, to be honest with you. Paqueta, though, I've got a rare classic, so I'm not missing out entirely. But him at Flamengo has the potential to be like, you know, Wanizek, you know, kind of stuff. Oh, really? And Paulista left Besiktas. Yeah, he's way back to Corinthians, way back to Brazil. Nightmare when that happens. The January window can absolutely scupper you that way. Absolutely scupper you. I'm not desperate for £9 to get rid of these guys, to be honest. Can't really be bored farming it across the bots. I was just curious more than anything what we would get kicked back on that. That was another thing I wanted to peek at, was Araujo unique. Somebody gifted me a Mika Marmol jersey mint. And I think it's the same season of Las Palmas as Araujo. Yeah. If it was like floor price, I'd maybe just accept that Santonio bid and do this. Just for the fun, but yeah. Yeah, he's away at Flamengo. Way back home, way back to where it started. Yeah, I'm a bit lost. I'm a bit lost. Don't need the promo anymore. I guess I don't really have much to do. Say if I'm not chasing streaks now for the next like fucking 2 weeks until the end of January, then yeah, it really takes a wee bit of wind out of my sails here. Maybe I'll give me a nice opportunity to kind of refocus on like the Prem limited stuff. I've not really trimmed that gallery around or reinforced that in a while. We've also looked at Bundesliga Rare a fair bit today. But yeah, so maybe that kind of saves us a headache or so. Yeah, there's the Welsh picture there. Looks like he's in full regular training. Let's set the tactics up here. Now we've got a new left back in. Oh, we've got a 78. And a 75. Wow, 93 pace. Yeah. That'll do us nicely. Right, so we've got base formation now set. We still need a better starting mid. And our better centre back would be lovely. And then we need some depth. We'll come live tomorrow and we'll do like an MFL focus session to get through that before the season kicks off the day after tomorrow. If you're brand new to MFL and you want to play, by the way, links are all in the description. They support me and they get you the best stuff on sign up. It's basically like a football manager, but against the internet. You know, everyone you play against is another manager, another person, so no game is a given, no game is a throw in. You cannot go on holiday, and you can develop players, buy and sell for real cash and all that good stuff. So yeah, buzzing. I will do that a bit tomorrow. That sounds like a plan. And yeah, I can't hide my loss of enthusiasm at discovering that there's no bloody streaks now until the end of January for Challenger. Oh, there was a few somebody mentioned our transfers. We looked at Fenerbahce. Let's look at Porto. Porto signed a wee young Polish guy. Now I thought he was a defender the way it was billed, but he's a striker actually. One of you guys had said it in a live chat, and his cards are out. I'm not sure if any of them are actually owned yet, but yeah, 17-year-old Pisaluski or whatever. Doesn't look like he's had any cards sold, but he does. He's had one. He's got one limited. Nice wee wonder kid. I wouldn't mind picking him up. He would probably be a fun wee guy to have a card for. Is there anyone else in this team I feel that way around? Maybe Rodrigo Mora, but another bloody forward, isn't he still? So, yikes. And Thiago Silva's in this rig now as well, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Kind of like that for fun. It's not very optimal, you know, but it's very fun. Thiago Silva. Number 3. Number 2's on the market now. And number 6. Yeah, so probably sold like what? 2, 4 and 5. 6 is on instant. Yeah, so 1 and 3 have been reserved. Or they'll come out later, you know. The William Gomez guy I don't mind either, but again a forward, I don't really need that in my life. Who was that wee 16-year-old again? That was a Bundesliga guy. Yeah, what was his name again? It was like, what? Who did they play for? Was it Freiburg maybe? think it was Freiburg. No, it wasn't Freiburg. Where's the wee 16-year-old guy we spotted earlier? I guess we look at the market. He was listed at a mad price, wasn't he? I had some luck, Andrew. I've got Celtic stacks are all flying quite high in All-Star, but it's like essence and cards and stuff. I'm coming out with some good stuff, but not much cash, not much streaks was on the go. Mid Bundes, isn't it? Is that how we got the guy before? Aye, this guy. Everybody's just listed this guy for mega money, man. Some guys have just chucked him straight into that vault. Yeah, I think I want to follow this guy. I definitely want to get this card. I've clicked on favourites here, sorry. How do I add? There we go. Follow. Whale Moa. Let's have a look at that. Why is this guy? Why is all the cards mega priced? Is this guy like killing it? So he's good in FIFA. Let's see it, wee man. What have you got? Yeah, like he's actually like he's 16, isn't he? What was it? Yeah, 16, 17. He doesn't look out of place here. Also, you can tell he's a wee bit, you know, you can see there is a wee bit gamey there, isn't he? Form and technique for running. Oh, unlucky. Snatched at it a bit there. That's not too bad. Oh, we got some more. Yeah, 16. Yeah, this is impressive. Who's that Kumbende he's playing against? But it was a 16-year-old. Again, he doesn't look 16 here, does he? Like, when you see him like that, he's maybe got a wee baby face on him, doesn't he? But in terms of, like, on-pitch presence, like, he can tell he looks young, but the way he kind of kicks about the pitch. But he doesn't look like a 16-year-old. Watched a bit too much of it. Don't grass on me. Tracking back. Yeah, I can dig it, by the way. I can dig it. I'm definitely watching out for this. I'm so glad somebody listed them for 400 quid. It's brought them to our attention. Yeah, it looks early. Yeah, he definitely doesn't look 16, does he? I don't think, you know. And that's typically just a good... It says 17 here now, so whatever. But that was Wolfsburg. That was his actual debut. Joe's net 0. 1 missed pass. 1 penalty area entry. Nothing much to write home about, but yeah, whatever. I got that K Furo. He's just signed for Brentford. He's one of the guys. I've got a few of them in my gallery, little rookies that I've seen Celtic play in Youth Champions League, and then when they get a card, I tend to go and buy them. So I went and bought him. He's in season. Will he play minutes in the Prem? I wouldn't rule it out, by the way, if Brentford are paying 10 million quid for him. He's had like 5 senior appearances in his career. This time last year he was playing Celtic at Queen's Park Stadium in Youth Champions League. He came off the bench against Rangers in Youth Champions League qualifying this year. And I think he came off the bench against Arsenal or something. Yeah, against Arsenal, scored against Westerlo, or Truden, sorry. But that's it. That's his professional career. I think there's a Belgian Cup appearance he's had this season also. But yeah, you're talking about 7 appearances there. 10 million quid. 10 million quid. Yeah, I feel like I was conned into buying a Kim Min-jae as well. I don't think he's going to be going to Fenerbahce. And otherwise, yeah, guys, I think pretty much at the end of my don't know what to do's now. What do you think about the potential of Olsen coming to the league? I need a good forward. Olsen will be brilliant at Rangers. Like, if what Tierney done, I think is the floor for Skov Olsen. Personally, change this to Rangers. Like, I think this is like Skov Olsen's like floor. There's no way he doesn't do much worse than this. I just don't. I cannot fathom he doesn't come to Rangers and be phenomenal. Fair play to Rangers on it. First Danish winger since Laudrup, or since Lovenkrantz. So yeah, they've got a wee bit of form, maybe a wee bit of pull there, but this is what I would be expecting. Let's look at Skov. It's been a while since he was at Brugge and absolutely slaying it. Let's look at teams. Yeah, Wolfsburg. He's not really been up to much in the Bundesliga. Did he go back on loan, maybe? Or no? He didn't actually even really go there. Did he go January? He did, because Celtic played Bruges, and did he make the game? Miss the game? I can't. He did make the game. He only went there in January, man. Somebody we should be all over, by the way. I suppose he wasn't that. Yeah, he was better. Yeah, Skov also. How does he not kick ass in Scotland? Classics are pennies, man. If I didn't hate Rangers, I would definitely buy one. Very good prices. Classic and in season. If I didn't hate Rangers, I'd be all over that. I would have been all over Jesper Karlsson though, and I still wouldn't mind a Jesper Karlsson Aberdeen card, to be quite frank. But it's not quite been the Classics are still very affordable. In season, 20 quid, it's not great value. But they have just sacked manager. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is he not linked with Ajax? Who? Karlsson. Imagine Karlsson went to Ajax. Rejected the offer. That's fine. Who's going to Ajax? Yeah, Skov would be on paper like definitely like one of the best prospects in the league by a distance. Transfer value wise, pedigree, experience, ability, talent, whatever you want to call it. Who's linked to Ajax? Andrew, you're freaking me out. Karlsson. Oh, really? Oh, that's Holland, but it really helps me zero. I could see him wanting to cancel. Why wouldn't? See if he's cancelling his move for Aberdeen, we should get him. He would really suit Celtic. I'm not going to go for that then. No, that was mad for it anyway, but yeah, I don't think there's really much. Quite like the thought of the wee Lincoln guy that's at Fenerbahce, but he's just like a wee would you call it? Just a wee differential, a wee random guy. He's got a few cards and he's playing for a team in Turkey. Anthony Musaba as a forward card I could probably do with getting, but again, that's another bloody forward card to add into the reckoning. Yeah, this wee guy. He's not got many cards. He's like a decisive for it. He's like Jamie McGrath or Stuart Armstrong, isn't he? But in Portugal. Yeah, do you know, I might try and buy that. I might just buy that. I think I'd regret not having that later on. I've been eyeing that wee guy up for a bit. Nobody sniped me. I'm DJing in this one. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna be what I want. Ah, guys, it's been fun. Nice wee bit of Monday fun. We're ending it with a wee bit of DJing action. End it with a wee bit of DJing. Madrid's manager just walked. Xabi Alonso. Wow. Wow, that's big news. Big news. There we go, a wee cheeky number 7, a wee bit of DJing action. We had to do something, didn't we? And maybe, actually, well, we need to double check he's going to play and stuff, but does he... He's not going to be playing midweek or anything, is he? Nah, there's no Portuguese teams, but weekend, that championship situation we just looked at. He plays this weekend, doesn't he? Lincoln, yes he does. At home to Moriense. He plays for Alverca, so I guess he's like the best guy in the team. So let's just hope he avoids relegation and he's that's fun, I don't mind that. We'll close the poll. 69% of you would be choosing Magic Mike Mignan. Take him at Liverpool. Oh, by the way, if Slot doesn't get his act together, you know that's the next job that'll be lined up for him. Blancos fans are insufferable. Yeah, it was kind of the same with, to a lesser extent and in different ways, Pellegrini and Benitez. Now, Benitez isn't quite trying to do what Xabi Alonso is trying to do, right? But even with Pellegrini, I don't know, maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but Pellegrini finished second, got like record points, record goals, but was bagged because he was second. And then I think Mourinho came in. Or was Pellegrini before Mourinho or after? Yeah, I can't remember which, but the whoever followed who broke the other one's record. So if Pellegrini was first, Mourinho came in and then broke his record also. Surely Slot under pressure. Yeah, if Xabi Alonso's kicking about, I would think so. Ay caramba. I'm tempted whether to do a wee deadline thing tomorrow. Probably not. We'll come back tomorrow, I think, and pick up with MFL action. We'll get the team refined and ready to go for season 11. And have we got Road to Glory action done once we're done with the weekend, and I can see how the midweek's shaking out. So we'll have a wee video probably going out Wednesday for that. We'll have members on Thursday as per usual. Deadline show Friday. Pellegrini was their best manager other than Ancelotti. Yeah, so that must have been it. So let me go and check the timeline. List Real Madrid managers. Yeah, so Pellegrini. So what is? Oh Jesus, you need to go so far to the top to see what the stats are. But it's games, win, draw, loss, goal for, go against. I don't know how to do that, pal. You need to give me 5 minutes. I'm busy. 5 minutes, pal. I promise I'll help you. Yeah, I'll try. Roger. Okay, well, I'm on something now, pal, so I'll help you with that afterwards, okay? Yeah, no problem. So look at that with Pellegrini. Win ratio, 75%. That is incredible. Goals forward, 119. Now, I think this season he was in charge. Pellegrini was like the highest points count and the highest goals. And then Mourinho came in, and I think Mourinho beat that record. So, what is Real Madrid's best season for points and goals? I don't know, I've typoed that there. Do we not get AI mode on this? Oh, there it's there. Yeah, under Jose Mourinho. Well, they holds the record for goals. Cristiano is not okay. How does this season compare to Pellegrini? Time in charge of Real Madrid. Yeah, the points. I think the points thing was definitely it. Maybe not goals scored because that's quite a jump. And then club record. Oh yeah, look, Pellegrini's season they achieved a then club record of 96 points and 102 goals, but they finished second to Real Madrid, Pep, and the peak team. Yeah, I was right. I was right. And then yeah, he set the record, finished second, and then Mourinho came in and broke the record and won it. I did remember it right. I don't see any trusty injury stuff, Andrew. I've heard the whispers. I think it's paranoia more than anything. I wonder who will be the next Real Madrid manager. That's an interesting. Maybe they just get Zidane back in, since that's the flavour of the month. Solskjaer and Martin O'Neill and all the throwbacks that are happening. I wonder who would be the next Real Madrid manager. Surely they go get Kloppy. So it's funny how it works out. Sometimes football. Imagine Pellegrini was the record ever points getter for Real Madrid and he didn't win the title. That was obviously the reality for 1 year. And that was part of, like, he did that great, but he still gets sacked. I think they made the Champions League semi-final that season. Yeah. Difference was the trophy. Eliminated early. Yeah, I think eliminated early from the Champions League is a bit of a thing for Pellegrini, wasn't it? And then he went to Man City after that, didn't he? And after that he went to City and he was brilliant. For the most part. We love Pellegrini. Pellegrini's an OG. So, the margins in football are crazy, especially against that Pep team as well, the best team in the history. And the thing as well is, let's see, living through that time, most people were quite aware at the time, this is, wow, this is something unreal that's happening right now. This is like Ajax to the 70s and Real Madrid's of these eras, and it was just crazy. Watching Courtois get chipped by 37-year-old Lewandowski made that weekend. Stephen Finnick. Love that. I was a long time hater of Louis, but I've came to appreciate him over the years for what he is. So yeah, that was a nice one to see. And Barca love winning their trophies, don't they? They celebrated quite well. Rooney getting his wee Rooney. I was talking to Harry about this. Maybe a wee. It's a Harry boy to have. Rooney. He's 40 quid. Not great. Yeah. This is how I did at the weekend for somebody that asked a minute ago. So we got a streak going, but we're not in any of the good ones. Tierney's everywhere. Tierney's everywhere. Tons of essence coming in from the in-season. And from Classic Champ, we got a bit of essence out of this team, which was nice. Maybe, Joe David rips. Maybe I get something. A wee bit of U23 essence. But then we're on to get a card in D1, so hopefully it's good. Essence out of D2 promotion. And a card out of D3, that's going to be terrible. I'd rather slip that back to Essence. 39 points ahead. That's not going to happen, is it? But anywho. Yeah, so this weekend we're coming out with a bag of Essence, 4.5k. Mostly rare, a couple of cards, a wee bit of cash. I hope he gets another year as a bench option. Louis, yeah, I think he would. Lewandowski's usually up for it. But Lewandowski, surely you just go to... I say you surely just go to Serie A, but there's nobody in Serie A you could go to and be Lewandowski at, Like AC Milan are just on an absolute basket case. But as I say, that I know Leao's been on form again. I'm a big Leao fan. How's he sitting at the moment? He's not that badly priced, by the way. I may be tempted into Leao. at one point. I like Rafa. 26. Right, guys, I do need to make a move. I will be back tomorrow, certainly, doing something. Young team needs a father figure. Yeah, a bit of that. Like, Lazio did it really well back in the day. Remember, they had Miroslav Klose for ages, and he was still amazing for them. I kind of did the same with Ciro Immobile afterwards, although a wee bit younger at the time. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll pick up lots of this stuff as well. See if the cash burning in my hole in my pocket, or little it is, manages to get out. But yeah, thanks. Well, yeah, thanks everyone that tuned in today. Like, subscribe, share, and retweet, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.